This is worse than your Star Fox 64 take, DJ. That was bad.
I ain't gonna front.
Yo,
I'm a little nervous.
Neither of you had Halo.
Nobody likes Halo. Jesus.
I like Halo, but
Welcome back to Co-Working It. JP here. I'm Team Women, and I'm pro-black. We've already discussed this.
You're neither really, but let's go.
Whoa. We're not hating on the white boy. Like when you see what I wear, what I'm wearing, it's basically what I wear. Funny listening back because I'm like, yo, I've never been happier to be. I wish I could say his nname right because he's very French. WSO Boom.
I say WSO. Yeah, in your face.
No Diddy, you know.
A cherry in the middle of a pineapple on top of a ham on top of
that is beautiful.
I am the worst. You ever been to a corner store in the hood?
You already know that answer.
My problem with blacks. Listen.
You're about to take my point and put it to a whole other level.
Kobe has never ever been the face of the NBA. One and done, like the Cowboys in the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's what
I used to play kids 2-on-1 and beat their ass.
Don't trust Jay. Look your age when you 5'4". Yeah, any man that say they don't need a woman is crazy. You do need companionship.
I don't hide the hate.
It just.
I finally just looked up and saw what you look like. You are a clown.
I told my girl, you better make me laugh, and she does.
Or what?
Nothing. She knows.
Yeah,
when I'm trying to drink something, like, bro, you can't be talking dope. Elton John, like, you know he talking about a dude, but you gotta listen to the song. Dude, do you appreciate love songs like it's supposed to be appreciated, Mr. I don't like slow music?
I mean, yeah, I'm married.
I know you ain't like a lot of that shit I was saying.
Not that all of it was wrong, but just that most of it was wrong. Yeah, me too. Welcome back to Co-Working It. JP here. WSO Boom.
I say WSO.
Special guest, DJ Mayne.
DJ Mayne, yes, sir.
All right, it's Nerd Night. Tonight we're doing...
Hey, can I stop you all right there real quick? Real quick. I didn't even like when you said Nerd Night, but I let it slide. Games is not nerds. I think if you don't have a game system, you're a loser. But you could keep going.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm going to keep all that in because I'm going to disagree. Like, nerd is a wide-ranging word, and gaming is absolutely involved with it.
Gaming is not nerds because most people have games. If you don't have a game, you're a nerd. I think the nerds play less, don't play games.
So you
they might play a computer game, maybe here and there.
Hold on, we did this before where we went nerd, geek, dork. It's got to be one of them. What do you think?
No, it's none of them. Gaming is cool. I don't care what you're saying. Gaming is like playing basketball. You crazy? It's a sport. Gaming is a sport. Nerds don't play sports. Gaming is a sport. Gaming is a sport. Nerds don't play sports.
We got leagues in sports now.
Gaming. You can miss with that. Nerds.
God. If you're in a league of gaming, then you're ultra nerd.
Oh, he's throwing shots. Oh, I wish I was in the league. I wish I was good enough.
Me too. What?
I identify as a nerd, just not with gaming.
It's up in optic gaming or some shit. FaZe Clan.
No, you identify as a nerd because you don't play games.
No,
but you got a game system, so you're not a nerd. Well, you are a nerd, but not gaming is not nerd shit, bro.
So he borderlining.
Coming from two gamers, you're sounding a little biased.
Oh man, I thought you told me I was in a gamer. You said you play 2K. You ain't a gamer, bro. He dissed all the 2K community. That is crazy.
Yeah, that's heavy. 2K's a fire game.
We're gonna get the 2K at some point. I got some shit for that.
Oh man, you haven't even played it in 20 years.
I don't know, man. It ain't my thing. I don't know if you guys got into it because of the online stuff. Is that where it kind of took off?
It took off when I was like 7 years old and playing Nintendo.
I was too broke to afford online. So growing up, it was legit playing single player games.
Yeah, because my man DJ Mayne, he's way younger than us.
Oh, yeah. We do got to bring.
Am I allowed to even say my age, or just like
say whatever you want? You can say your age. It's up to you. Whatever you want to keep low key, keep low key.
Mid 20s.
I haven't fell in love with gaming since I played Nintendo. I never fell a lot of gaming.
Never fell out of love.
Yeah,
like you didn't ever since you picked up a Nintendo.
Not ever since, like, bro, like gaming didn't stop me from clubbing,
That's facts.
Like when raising my kids, it didn't stop me from when before all the kids getting girls. It didn't stop me from nothing, bro. It didn't. Gaming never was something that's like, oh, I'm not one of them dudes that sit there and play 10 hours on a game. That's if you want to call that a gamer, that's a gamer. I play 5 hours at the most. I can play 5.
Okay, that's fair.
I can play 5 hours.
They're different
That's
levels.
That's fair.
Yeah, there's people that literally play it for 8 hours a day as their second part-time job, and some play it an hour or 2 hours a day.
And you see, that's why I stay up late. Sometimes I'll be playing the game because the kids are in the bed, and I get the overnight. So get my 4 hours in.
It's responsible parenting is what I call it.
There we go, DJ.
So you were WSO Boom was Nintendo. I was Sega. Sega Genesis was my first one, and I loved that as a kid. I'm scared to ask DJ what his first one was because
that is that is so crazy when you said Sega. So that's like, damn, that is a little. That's our age gap.
Yeah,
that's classic.
Hi, Raphael. What the fuck was you doing?
I'm doing the Sega. It's a classic. It's iconic. Sonic. Sega.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't either. I didn't know he said that. They never said that.
Yes.
Nigga, no, it did.
Yes. When you boot it up, Sega.
It said it?
Yes.
Nah, man, that must have been that sped class.
Listen.
What's your first gaming system?
First gaming system, Nintendo 64. It's vivid in my memory.
Jesus.
I had no memory card. So every time I would pick up a game, because I was a kid though. So every time I'd pick up a game, I'd play it, try to get as far as I could, and I'd get game over, have to start all over from the beginning because there's no autosave. And so I just grew up like, damn, I'd get so frustrated with the Nintendo 64. I'd give it to my dad. I'd see him, he'd play, beat the game, give it to me, and now it's like, what? But the save, there's no save. I gotta start from the beginning.
You know what's crazy is that I think that would got a lot of kids into gaming because if you had no memory card, you had to play it till you win.
Hell, my first game, I have it at my number 5. I'm not gonna say what it is yet. We're not in there yet, but my first game ever playing is at my number 5, just because it's like first game I ever played, and it's so nostalgic to me. It just holds like a deep core memory in my heart type shit.
I mean, it was the first system where it wasn't just going left to right.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I mean, so we kind of had more open world.
Yeah, there was a lot of games in the 64. Yeah, there was like Star Wars. Like I remember playing.
Dreamcast come out before 64? I don't know.
No,
I think
Dreamcast was after that.
Dreamcast was after.
So that was the first system where it gave you a little more open world directional stuff.
Yeah.
And you're right. That was a game changer. And it just had the cool controller. It had the cartridges that you had to blow into 4 or 5 times to get it loaded up. And it did have incredible games. Like, I think people have nostalgia for it, but it was a early revolutionizing of the gaming system. Like,
they got the best games.
Yeah, the wrestling games. And James Bond games.
007, GoldenEye. They got classic games. Mario was the first open world Mario.
There were so many Mario games for that system. That was crazy.
Word, Mario Kart. And then you can play with 6 people, 8 people. Certain games you can play with 8 people.
Mm-hmm. Man, but DJ made a great point about no memory card.
Yeah. Even because the next game system after that I vividly remember not owning, but my dad owned and I got to use was a PlayStation 1. That also had no memory card. So playing all the PS1 games again,
not
initially, but I'm pretty sure pretty close after they started coming out with the memory cards for that, and that was also a game changer.
Mm-hmm. No, what he was saying, like he didn't have memory cards, so that's why
it didn't come with.
No, you have to buy.
No, you gotta buy.
Because I remember we used to still like we had the gaming systems with no games, so we just went and stole them from GameStop. GameStop was our supplier of games.
Whether they knew it or not.
Yeah, bro, we just go in, one distract, everybody else take what you could and leave the fuck out. And That's how we got memory cards. And once we got memory cards, oh, it was over.
Yeah, because I didn't have N64. Only my friends did, so I really never got one. There was kind of a gap there from Sega to PlayStation 1 where I didn't have anything. So PlayStation 1 was a big step up.
Loser.
Yeah.
Loser.
Loser. Coming from the nerds.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Okay, can we all agree though that PlayStation 2 was the ultimate game changer for gaming systems? I think it's the biggest step up from the previous generation. I thought 2 I still remember my mom coming in. I was playing Madden, and she thought I was legitimately watching football. Like at that stage, it was such a huge difference from PS1.
No, to me, it wasn't. It's not 2. I get what you're saying with 2. The graphics was a little different, but 3 is the game changer because 3 didn't come with. 3 is the one that came with the memory, with the automatic memory in it. 2, PlayStation 2, you still had to buy memory cards.
Yeah.
PlayStation 3 was built in memory, and that's when the online got really big.
Yep.
It's PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 and Xbox.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think more Xbox with the live stuff. I think they were better at it early on.
No, PlayStation.
Early
that's
on,
why
yeah.
PlayStation. But that's why PlayStation ended up getting better. Than PlayStation 3 is the game changer, and that's why Xbox could never keep up with PlayStation after PlayStation 3. Look at the sales.
I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because I loved Halo.
I don't know.
I thought,
exactly.
That's all they had.
I thought 360 was better than PS3.
Nah, they didn't.
No, you bugging. And that's why PS3 lasted longer. Yeah, that's why Xbox had to come out with the Elite and all that bull. Like,
what's crazy? I had the first Xbox 360 that came out in 2006. Was it?
Yeah,
that first generation 360. And I thought that was like, what the hell? The graphics, and it was a big step up because my dad had the OG Xbox, the one before the 360. I forgot what. Yeah, it's all.
This is a regular Xbox.
Yeah,
Xbox.
Yeah, with the weird controller.
Oh, I hated that controller.
Yeah, Xbox is trash just because of the controllers.
Nah, they've done better. The newer model controllers for the Xbox One.
No,
I mean,
are actually pretty dope. I prefer those over the PlayStation controllers, but that's
no. They got better, but not PlayStations.
PlayStation is #1 controller ever created. No, I don't care. No one said.
Over
N64.
I ain't gonna lie. The
Except
PlayStation
for N64, but N64, you know why PlayStation got the better controllers? Because it got 2 analogs. N64 had the one in the middle.
But you didn't need it yet. I know what you're saying, but
I get what you're saying.
They weren't quite there yet. Let's transition to our top 5 here. So your boy JP is going to take this one off because I admit I like gaming. I don't love gaming. I don't play a lot of games. So my top 5 is pretty worthless. Now, most would probably say most of my movie top 5s are worthless too. But
most of them. What you mean, nah? Fuck out of here. You be having some bull.
So I'm gonna host this one. I'm gonna let these two nerd out.
All right. So coming in at number 5, we got Star Fox, Nintendo 64.
What the fuck is that? It's a game franchise.
It's
and
a
what
franchise.
the fuck is
Star
what
Fox?
The fuck is Star Fox?
Franchise.
Okay, we starting off with bullshit now. we starting off with bullshit.
Listen, you can't be hating on Star Fox like that.
Kevin, can you tell me about your game?
I love this. Right. I love this. So, you think you got a good one, and then Woso just shits on it right away.
Right away. Like, what the fuck? That's a classic. The game, the storyline in general just blossomed afterwards. But Star Fox, right? You got this. I don't know how to properly explain it now. Shit.
Hold on. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to explain yourself. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Star Fox was incredible on N64. That was easily one of the top 5 games on N64.
You played that shit?
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you.
It was so good. But
gaming franchises?
This is where I got a question, DJ. Franchises. How many of them are there?
There's a few. There's a Nintendo DS. They got the Star Fox there. You got Star Fox on the GameCube.
But is it just Star Fox, or is there like sequels and
there's you know what? Why?
Yo, I see a Reddit. It said 20 years later, I finished Star Fox and I still don't like it. Yeah.
Damn, you know what? I'm just
Out here.
Star Fox at number 5 because this is nostalgia to me.
That's all right. That's all right. DJ's a little nervous. His first top 5.
Game.
Yeah, a little nervous. Okay. All right. Well, so let's bring us back. Reel us in here. Number 5.
Oh my Jesus. Coming in at number 5, my number 5 is Mortal Kombat. Yes, sir.
Finish him.
Mortal Kombat is that shit.
Y'all some deuce, but it's the number 1 fighting franchise still right now. It's by numbers. By number, it's the number 1 selling franchise.
By numbers, yeah, because Street Fighter and Tekken are up there.
Miss me with some Street Fighter and Tekken. They got the same bump characters. Mortal Kombat got a variety of characters and better characters because ain't no character better than Sub-Zero. No fighting game.
I don't know.
And no character. Sub-Zero whooping everybody ass.
Rating's up there in the tier list.
Ain't that Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Raiden whooping everybody ass.
Everybody's ass.
See, I will whoop your ass with Sub-Zero and Raiden. I don't know what you're talking about. I will bust your shit.
Didn't they
like
do a
11?
Didn't they do a crossover?
But what?
Like Mortal Kombat versus
they did,
Tekken? Like
no. They did it with the
Street
DC
Fighter.
Universe.
And they did Street Fighter with somebody. I think it was Street Fighter and somebody. Capcom versus that
DC.
bullshit. Yeah.
Oh, Capcom versus Marvel. Yeah.
You know why they didn't? You know why they didn't have Mortal Kombat? Because Mortal Kombat would have wiped the fucking floor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Number 5, and it's better than some damn Star Fox.
Hey, listen.
We got JP giving out a list again. That's basically what we got.
Listen, Star Fox is just nostalgic to me. That's why it's there.
Okay, I'm gonna let you slide with that one. I want to hear number 4.
All right.
You said, hold on, JP?
Oh, I was just gonna say, bro, I could talk about Mortal Kombat for a long time because, like, Mortal Kombat 2 was the one I remember the most. I think that was the first one I played on the computer. But to see it, like, how big it is still now, like, there was a long gap there where it kind of didn't do anything.
You didn't play for Sega?
Yeah, no, because my parents wouldn't buy it for me.
Oh, you had to steal it.
Yeah. No, but it's just crazy that, like, it got a whole new relife on PS4, right? Like, they didn't have shit.
Before that, they had my favorite one is the one with when the what's the Asian dude name? I'll be forgetting his name. I'm about to call him Chung Li. What's his name?
Liu Kang.
Liu Kang. When Liu Kang died. Deadly Alliance. When it changed, it's become more free world because you got the crypt. They added the crypt in there and all that. But the one right after there is probably most Mortal Kombat fans would say is the best game, but mine's is Deadly Alliance.
All of it was better than the movie that just came out too.
All of them better than any movie. I like the 90s movie better than that.
Yo, the 90s movie was solid. Even the soundtrack to that.
Okay, the soundtrack's good, but if you rewatch that original one, it's
still better than that new one.
God awful. Man.
It's not god awful.
Oh, that first one is so bad. The fighting is so slow and so badly choreographed.
You got to remember it's the 90s, bro.
The 90s had some good shit. Just saying. But it had Scorpion and Sub-Zero, so that wins. Number 4, DJ.
All right. Number 4. I think it's a solid franchise. Resident Evil.
Oh, he can't hate on this one.
Yes, I can. That shit trash.
What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck
That's
out.
another game I don't play.
How is that trash?
Because, I played Resident Evil one time. And that's when I played on the Wii. When they had the gun.
That's the shittiest one to play on. What the fuck?
I was like, yo, why do they play this dumbass game? Get out of here.
That's a bad game to play on.
On the Wii. I remember playing Modern Warfare 3 on the Wii. That shit was also terrible.
So you like Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, the franchise. I played Resident Evil 4 for the first time. But
Boom.
I remember being scared of a fucking game, Resident Evil 4. You know, you're going, you're dealing like there's this one level where you're dealing with these zombies, right? And they're all regenerative, right? You can only use a special scope, and sometimes if you're lucky enough, you just kill them, and if you're not, then you're fucked because like these zombies are in the dark. It's fucking scary. I'm playing this shit in the dark just like this. I'm a little kid on the TV playing it on the PlayStation 2. It was on PS2. Resident Evil 4, you're going through that village. You got the Spanish people talking crap to you and all this.
Sound like America.
Yeah, that's
worse.
Shit.
Check this out.
But Resident Evil, yeah, the storyline too.
It sounds like Doom 64.
Nah.
That would sound like. It sounds like Doom 64. You being scared of a video game is crazy.
Nah. Because it's the storyline, it's the setting, it's the way they played out the original Resident Evil 4, like the remake that just came out with the PS5 version. It's it's a remake, it's updated graphics, but like there's just some things that they changed. But from the original, it's just like that.
So are they getting better or worse?
Like Dead Space,
better or worse? Are they getting better or worse?
Well, with the newer games, I haven't personally played because it's just like they kind of they've changed the formula with their latest games like Resident Evil 7 and the latest one where you're fighting this big lady and she a vampire. You're going through like this man. It's some weird shit that they got going on now. But like the OG formula from Resident Evil, what's that? Dead Aim. Dead Aim was also fire. Resident Evil Dead Aim. There's like just like that formula of like you got to organize your loot chest. There's a specific. You got like just limited options when it comes to like how you can store your supplies. You know, you got to be tactical. You know, you can't be shooting your gun all the time. You gotta think ahead because sometimes you get to the next level. There's no ammo loot, and you're stuck with a gun. You know, with no bullets, and you gotta go through this whole level of fight. Nah, it's crazy. But
he had it at Resident Evil 4 because that game scared the shit out of me. Scared the shit out of me.
Resident Evil 4 was the one that, and then
But you had to do what you said. You got to play it at 12 o'clock at night, 2 in the morning, pitch black, and turn the volume all the way up. It's like you're watching a horror movie, but you're playing it, and you can only see so much screen. Like you
just get so invested in the story. You get invested. You kind of almost play it out as if you're in there, almost type shit. Well, that's how I play, at least, you know.
And when I got my Meta, the virtual reality, it came with Resident Evil, and it's a perfect game for virtual reality because you're walking around and you're just hearing noises and shit. And the shooting's really good. Like it. I only played Resident Evil 4, so I as a franchise, used a little more. But I'm already going to call out WSO Boom saying it's trash when he only played the Wii version. So I'm calling you out.
Because that's the worst one to play, too.
And I'm just saying like this. Any zombie game, movie, anything is trash except for The Walking Dead. Zombies are the most garbage creation of anybody.
Shaun of the Dead was funny as hell.
Okay, here we go. Y'all crazy.
Wait, that's a good point.
Zombieland was grope as shit.
Whoa. Hold on. Yeah, but that's different. Hold on, because I got to say that the Resident Evil movies, very mid.
Very mid. I agree.
Thank you.
I agree. At first, when I first watched them, I thought they were the dopest shit. But when you go back and rewatch them from the beginning to where it is now, it's just like, eh.
Well, my number 4 is Madden. Best sports franchise game ever. Better than all that bull. Madden is number 4 on the list. It's been out since 1988, and it just gets better and better, and it's still going and going after its death and everything. It's the first game. Like before I got into watching sports, I knew the players because I played Madden. So it was like a good a teaching tool for boys that wanted to play football. Like I'm going out there saying I'm Eric Modes, and I don't even know he's that. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm Eric Modes, and now I'm T.O. Like once I realized I started watching football.
He's way better than Eric Modes.
Like, why?
We don't have one of those.
Bro, Madden is always like, and to be real with you, I haven't played Madden since maybe 2013. these game systems, either you're rich or you're broke and trying to and living outside your means. So I only buy one game a year, or maybe two. I don't even buy 2K every year. I buy it every other year because I'm not spending all that money on games every year. That's yearly. Like, I'm cool on that.
Yeah, that's how I used to be. I used to only get Madden every other year because I felt like if I got it every year, it was just subtle differences that they would change. But every 2 years, there would seem to be a jump up.
Before I had my son, I used to get Madden and Call of Duty every year, no matter what. And then I was like, okay, these game prices, like right now, games cost like damn near $80.
Yeah,
it's
like,
ridiculous.
Get out of here, bro.
It's
cool
ridiculous.
I'm waiting until this shit go on sale. It'd be like $20.
I remember when the first time it was $50 and how big of a deal that was.
Yeah, we was going crazy. Like, yo, $50, $49.99.
like 5 lawns to mow. Like, Jesus. Yeah, Madden was like, it had a hook on. And if you were any kind of sports fan, any kind of football fan, you just had to play Madden because you're right. Between the players, the franchise mode, like then they started doing like off-season training camp stuff, like little games and shit. Like it always kept you bringing back. Now, you said you stopped like 2013. Isn't that kind of when it started going downhill and people started shitting on it?
The reason why I stopped playing Madden and like I chose 2K over Madden is the franchise mode. The My Player on 2K is so much better. It's like you could do way more things. Yeah, you feel like you could go shopping in the mall. You could go play on the courts outside. Madden is like, yo, playbook. You like practice. Like it's just simple-minded shit. So it's like I'm cool on that. Like until they get like a house you can go live in and all that, and I'm cool on it.
So do you remember the 2006 version? I'm pretty sure that was the year with Donovan McNabb on the cover. That's the one where the QB vision came in. Do you remember that? Were you a fan or were you not a fan?
That was the most tragiest thing ever because I tried to use it and I never could be good with it.
I remember thinking that was like revolutionary because it was like, okay, they're actually trying to make it realistic because quarterbacks can't see the whole field at all times. So if you're a bad quarterback, you're
man, what they did to certain dudes was crazy.
Yeah. Or if you're Peyton or Brady, it's like basically like 3/4 of the whole field. Like that actually makes it realistic. I actually thought it was cool, but like if you talk to people about that, they're like, that was one of the worst decisions Madden ever made.
That was the worst decision. The best decision they made was hit stick.
Oh, that was cool.
Because you can make dudes fumble, and then no. When they did the truck stick, when the running backs could run over. And then that's the game changer when they made truck stick. When you could, bro. Adrian Peterson was a beast.
Well, those are the days of jacked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you can hit people before the world got soft. Yeah, you're right. That was
Yep.
When men ruled the world.
Oh boy.
Now we transitioning. Now can
Ooh, but we can't talk about that, can we?
Oh no, my mic's not working anymore.
DJ Mayne, you're number 3, bro.
Number 3. So I originally had something else, but this next
got you sweating.
Yeah. I'm already second guessing on my choice. I'm about to get shit on everything, but nah. It's Gran Turismo. Number 4.
Oh my fucking god!
Number 3.
Nah.
Gran Turismo.
Hold on.
Gran Turismo.
You gotta explain that. Hold on a second.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain this one because I was never a big fan.
Gran Turismo?
Just because it just felt like a normal racing game. It was like buying the NASCAR game, and then all it was
NASCAR.
NASCAR. You know, that shit was trash. I bet my mom bought us that shit for PlayStation 1. Man, that shit game got played once, and we threw that shit to the side.
Rally monster.
I liked it for PS1. I liked it for PS1. I didn't have it, but it was part of the free demo shit. So like just playing the demo was cool, but I can see why like I would get bored quickly if I owned the game.
That's fair.
No, defend it, DJ.
Listen, Gran Turismo, even the old games are. I can accept that the old games are trash or whatever. You know, they're just boring. But this latest game, Gran Turismo 7, PlayStation 5, graphics crazy. Well, shit, even before the Gran Turismo 7, the Gran Turismo game, the latest games at least, they just updated. You could control every aspect of your car, from how high, the camber, the drivetrain. You could really, there's a lot you can do, and it's a lot more realistic in a way. You know, at least the latest games, they're more realistic. They're more like, they're focused on realism, as aside from like Need for Speed, where it's like, you know, Need for Speed, it was more like action and more like kind of like game movie like, well, as opposed to like Gran Turismo, their niche is like sim racing. It's a sim, almost a sim game.
It's like one of them games like you really have to be into cars.
Exactly. I don't want to say you got to be into cars, because like really like,
but you really do when you
really do
down like that.
Yeah, because like when you got to be into like legitimately into cars.
Because like when it comes down to racing, there's a lot of factors that go into a track. You know, you got downforce, you got tire pressure, you got the tire compound type, you know, you got the weather, so you got to change. There's a whole lot of, especially with this latest Gran Turismo, that I'm like, there's a lot of aspects.
Hey, yo, bro, that's like either a hillbilly game or a Puerto Rican game.
Not.
It's not. That's like a Latino of like, bro. Like I remember playing Gran Turismo. I think that was Gran Turismo 2 for PlayStation 1. And
I played that one.
And that, like, I'm playing it like I was liking it at first.
Hell,
but bro, you just going around a track.
Yeah, but it was revolutionary because they had the Corvette in that bitch. They had a whole bunch of cars that were like OG classics, and it brought racing games out. Once Gran Turismo started making their games and they got the traction, other people were like, yo, we got to make racing games. So now you got a franchise like Forza. Forza was going to be my number 3, but now that I look into it, because Forza is just a Microsoft, it's only Xbox.
Yeah, you can't, like, my hands don't touch Xbox controllers, so all their games trash.
Halo, you can't shit on Halo.
Oh, you're so special hands. Xbox got it's
even though Halo ain't on my top 5, you can't shit on Halo.
Oh Jesus,
it's crazy because 2K not in my top 5, but
I was wondering if you put your foot in your mouth there when you said best sports franchise, when you said Madden. I'm like, he's gonna have 2K later. All right.
Madden better.
Madden better, yo. Madden been doing it.
If you want to have I think it's like, I think it's kind of gay for two men to be sitting there playing Madden on the couch together.
Madden, no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You know, it's not, because that was the best rivalries.
Yes, it is. That's why online play is the best thing that ever been created. Because two men sitting on a couch next to each other playing a game is the gayest thing. But only thing I'm saying is this: that is the best competition game to play. If you want to play with a friend, I think it's better than Mortal Kombat. I think it's better than anything that's competition.
Then 1v1s in Call of Duty, though. Then 1v1s in Call of Duty or something else.
Now, see, 1v1s on a couch with one dude is crazy to me.
Dog, pause, first of all. Pause that, first of all.
That is crazy to me.
DJ, this is one of our OG.
Well, I'm coming from a different culture then, because down south we ain't had shit.
No,
we ain't had
it ain't culture. No,
we had to play.
It ain't a culture thing. Well, he's just bugging. This was one of our OG inventory arguments. I remember this one. I remember, man, we debated this for hours because we did it all the time. If your friend comes
high
over,
school, two grown men sitting on a couch. If you over the age of 17 and you sitting on the couch with a man, you are crazy. You are crazy. You are crazy.
You don't have to be on the same couch. One, you don't have to be on the same couch.
Hey, okay, that's all I'm saying. Cool, not in the same couch.
And it could be a big ass TV too. So like,
I don't care if it's a big ass TV or not. If y'all sitting on the same couch next to each other playing a game, that is weird to me.
Nah, man.
That's how most bisexual relationships happen.
Nah, now you just
number 3.
What's your number 3, Wizzo?
Y'all call it COD because y'all slow. The new generation. For us, we call it
I just
Call
called
of
it
Duty. Call of Duty. Call of Duty. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about your generation.
Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna front. Our
Call of
generation's
Duty
lazy
is
as
number
fuck.
3. Call of Duty is the birth of the toxic chat. Come on, bro. The toxic game chat is the birth of the toxic game chat. Which one was a more toxic game chat than Call of Duty?
Halo.
You said, Halo.
Halo was pretty fucking. Halo.
Call of Duty came out before Halo.
No, it did. It did.
Not the game, not the online play.
But no.
Yeah, around the same time.
Halo had the first.
It kind of came out around the same
Yo,
time.
y'all keep bringing up this Xbox shit to me. I don't care about Xbox. I'm telling y'all right now. I don't care what y'all said.
Nah.
Call of Duty is the first toxic chat that I have because I mess with Call of Duty and PlayStation. I don't mess with Xbox. Xbox is trash. These hands, these ones do not touch. These little spear fingers do not touch.
PJ, I got a question. Is this top 5 PlayStation franchises or game franchises?
Game franchises.
Oh, I mean, you gonna know this.
Game franchises.
Hey, cool. All mine. It's crazy. Y'all gotta have expensive games to be like ill. Like if Halo was available for PlayStation, nobody would have bought Xbox. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you.
Nah.
I promise you. I know my homeboy bought an Xbox just for Halo.
Yeah, he's got that. I didn't. There was no other game being played on Xbox.
Hey, come on, bro. Nobody was gonna buy Xbox if Halo wasn't exclusively to them. Come on, bro.
Name me another great all-time great Xbox only game. Remember they had the Peyton Manning football game?
He said Fuchsia. Whatever that racing game.
Forza. Forza was an all-time great. I ain't going front. Forza, even the
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The first time I heard it is when you said it today.
That's fair because you're only a PlayStation dude. You're only a PlayStation dude, so you only
know Halo though.
Games.
But I know Halo.
We talking.
Okay, so all right, back to Call of Duty. What was
a game changer?
What was the best one? What was the best one?
The best Call of Duty ever was World at War. When you got the old school guns,
you were blowing people's legs off, and
it's hardcore mode. Yes, bro, that's the best one. And then if not that one,
hell,
I'm going with Black Ops. Black Ops is
a game changer.
That's Black Ops. So the World at War didn't have zombies. It was the first zombie game is Black Ops.
Nah, I played World at War, and when you beat the game, you unlock a game mode called Zombies. And it's the first time they ever introduced it. And it was an Easter egg. And so they weren't intended to make zombies there was just an Easter egg. And then they realized, oh my God, all these people like the zombies when Black Ops came around, that's when they introduced, Kino and all that cool stuff.
JP, we just came to a conclusion like gaming is for nerds. It's a certain type of gaming. The shit he talking about. If you play story mode on Call of Duty, you're a nerd.
Dog, Call of Duty had the best story mode.
Yo, I don't care. Nobody
the best story mode of any game that was out. Call of Duty had the best story mode.
But that's not why you play Call of Duty. You play Call of Duty for online.
Well, listen, I told you when I was growing up, I didn't have online. So when I played Call of Duty, I had to play single mode or split screen multiplayer with my little brother or friend. So I didn't have online. I couldn't play. But I do remember the shit talk.
Oh, but that's crazy. I didn't know that about World at War because I never played. I go straight to online. Hook it up in online, go straight to online.
World at War, the storyline at World at War plays into the Call of Duty Black Ops storyline. That came in because like there were Easter eggs and stuff like that. They just tied in the storyline from what happened in World at War to Cold War stuff.
I don't play story modes. I don't play story modes.
Hell, even the Call of Duty Black Ops, the fire storyline, Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. The storyline of Captain Price, Task Force 141. That's
why I'm off of Spider-Man. Spider-Man, I don't like Spider-Man no more because it's like I'm tired of playing story mode. It's make it open world. Story mode is
you see, I feel there's not a lot more games now because all these games are online now. Most of the games that are coming out, there's not a lot of good fucking single player games. Like there's good ones like Ghost of Tsushima that came out on the PlayStation. That's a good single player, like dope ass storyline game.
You talk about PlayStation 1?
No, 5. This is on 5, like the latest games. Like 5 has been killing it with PlayStation 5 in general has been killing it with the games. I think we're getting off topic.
Modern Warfare 2 was probably the one that got me into
Rust
in college.
Modern Warfare 2 is the one that got me to play Call of Duty. Yep. Modern Warfare 2 is the shit.
Remember noob tubing people?
Oh my! Because that's the one that had Nuketown, right?
Nuketown.
Yeah, that bro. In college,
that was so lit.
Believe it or not, I used to stay up till like 2 a.m, and it was because of that damn game. That was awesome.
You know, Call of Duty is what made me kind of desensitized to. I don't give a fuck if like white people saying nigger to me. It do not bothers me because Call of Duty was all that. It was that all the time. It's like, and then you get mad at these motherfuckers. And you mad, but you notice like, bro, these dudes, you ain't gonna never see them. They somewhere else. Facts. And it's like, okay, now let me get in my best thing and joke on you about somebody I never seen. Don't know. Only thing I know you sound like a little kid. Tell your mom suck my dick. Everybody be like, yo, why are these grown men talking to these kids on the game? Nah, man, these little kids in here reckless as a motherfucker, bro. You talk to these kids any kind of way when they're on this game because they be talking crazy.
The best part is when they start crying.
Yeah, I'm only a 9-year-old kid. Well, your parents bad, my nigga, for having you on a game this late, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, your mom should have swallowed you.
Another classic.
Number 2.
DJ
number 2.
Starting off, number 2, Fallout. The Fallout video game franchise. And it's not just because of the show that came out.
No, this is crazy because B tried to put me onto this, like he was hyping this up. But I just noticed that me and you got all 5 different top. Just the first time that we got all different games. But go ahead, Fallout. I never played. I watched the show. The show kind of fire.
The show's fire. Like literally, if you watch the show, you kind of know what the game's about. Basically, you know how the game plays and all that because the Fallout or the studio behind Fallout, Bethesda Studios, they make RPG games. They like I don't know if you heard of Skyrim. That's another big game that the franchise that they created. So the Skyrim and stuff like that. But the Fallout universe is just so different. You know, like it's basically a parallel universe to where in their universe they never invented the transistor, which is the microchip that we use now in computers and everything. And so they relied on old technology of nuclear power and all that, and eventually just used up all the Earth's resources. And it ended up turning into a big global resource war, which ended up everyone nuked themselves. And so you got, Vault Tech, the people behind the vaults, they built the vault. And even with Vault Tech, you got little stuff like they're not even like a good company. They're literally experimenting on the people that decided to buy spots in the vault, so it's like it's some weird like New World Order type shit, trying to take over the world, but also at the same time it's a wasteland. The Earth, United States is all screwed. The whole Earth is screwed. You walk through the land, there's nothing but radiation. You got 2-headed cows. You got people that are ghouls that basically they got so much irradiated that their genes mutated and they're zombies. They can kind of live for a really long time, but their skin is just like all ghoulish. They're like they look like zombies. And some of the ghouls turn into feral ghouls, and those are the real zombies. But like the storyline in general, because like we could do a whole bunch of stuff in Fallout. Like Fallout 3, you started off in Washington D.C. You know, it's pretty cool seeing you can go to the White House, Washington, the whole area, the Capitol building. There's a whole war going on with like super mutants, and you just like you get invested in the storyline. You had Fallout 4 takes place in Boston. You know that you had that whole cool Boston area. That's like it's just something about like the post-apocalyptic feel to the game and the story. And it's pretty dope.
Like zombies. I see you like zombies.
No, zombies are fire.
DJ was spitting on that one. That was the most comfortable he's been. He just talked for 2 straight minutes and he knocked it out of the damn park.
Right.
He got me interested in it. Like I'm like, this sounds cool.
But like, if you watch the show, you literally how the show plays out is how the games play out. You know, like there's storylines, there's choices.
DJ, this little motherfucker down here, him right here. Him. Let me see. Look at this skinny arm. Him.
I'm looking at him.
He don't watch TV shows apparently.
Oh, that's right.
Unless white people tell him.
That's right. I remember the last episode.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I remember JP was trying to get you to watch JP. WSO Boom was trying to get you to watch The Boys.
This nigga did not call me Wizzo.
Wizzo.
Is it Wilso?
There we go.
Wilso. My apologies.
Also, no Odo.
What the?
Go home. I'm trying to think. What are the better chances of me either getting one of those Fallout games and playing it or watching the show? Because they're basically both less than 0.
Yeah,
honestly, get the show because you're not gonna play the game.
No, I'm not.
Watch the show.
But you sold it really well.
But if you,
you did a good job.
It's a good storyline.
It's not number 2 though, but fuck out of here.
Nah,
but
my number 1 is
hold on. At least it was finally a franchise and a
I'll take that.
Pulled out got in his Puerto Rican bag and pulled out Gran Turismo.
Well, so number 2,
Super Mario Brothers, or just Super Mario is my number 2.
There we go.
That's a solid franchise.
And you like Mario Kart, Mario Racing, Mario is the most recognizable character out of any cartoon. I mean, not a cartoon, out of any game character. I think Mario is the most recognizable one.
Yep.
It's the number 1 selling game franchise.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna say what's a close
but
number
not
2?
solo.
Pokemon.
Not solo. It's not the solo.
Pokemon's
you gotta add all of them up, like Mario Kart.
But Pokemon were cards first. I'm trying like Sonic. Would Sonic be like number 2? I think you're right. Mario's number 1.
What, number 2?
Yeah, who would be number 2?
Number 2 is my number 1, so I can't say.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, man. Super Mario, like, so I said Sega was my first console, but my uncle had Nintendo. And anytime I went over there, it was, all right, we got to go outside and play for a little bit. All right, Uncle, can I go in and play? 4 straight hours just fucking jumping up and then hitting those boxes. And that was the one with Yoshi, too. So I don't remember which one that was. But you can't beat that.
That's Super Mario Brothers 2, I think.
I think that was the one I had.
The OG one with the square joystick with OG Mario.
Yeah.
Like that, like it's like right now I couldn't play it, but back then that's all you had. Sure. So it's like until you play Sega, I won't lie. When you play Sega, it's like, man, why are we like this game is trash compared to Sega? And then Super Mario, the joystick got better, the controller got better.
They evolved. They didn't stick with what they had.
Yes.
Like, they evolved.
And they did 64. When Mario 64 is my favorite Mario game to ever play, is because that was the game changer when it became free world. And you got to walk around.
Yeah.
And that was the best Mario game for me playing as a, what? I was like, what? Damn. It's like 11, 11, 12 playing that.
But it's funny. I never owned any Nintendo. So I never actually got to play that all the time. But I feel like I played every single one of those games front to back. Somebody's house had them, and you just played the shit out of it.
bro, Mario was the best. Like you had to get off of Mario, we had to beat it. And that's why we stopped playing Mario. And that's when we got into 007 with the 60. I'm talking about with the 64. You got the 007. Tony Hawk's. Everybody under the Tony Hawk's 1, 2, and 3 was the best games. Like we made sure we stole those. Like we had those in our house.
Have you played Skate?
Huh?
Have you heard of or played Skate?
What the hell is that?
Oh,
sounds like an off-brand. Sounds like a Dollar Tree version.
It almost is. But like better, kind of, because like the physics were different. The physics were different.
Tony Hawk's made me watch the X Games and made us rollerblade because we couldn't skateboard. Skateboarding is hard. Anybody that's skateboarding, that shit is hard. So we rollerblade.
That game gave you wild aspirations of what you could do on on a bike and on a skateboard.
On a bike, you could do like that grinding shit. Like we used to grind down the where our trick pegs over there by Village Gates. Village Gates was. You ever been to Village Gates? Downtown by Goodman.
I've actually driven by
there.
there.
Acting like you don't be in the hood.
I've driven by there.
I've driven by the hood.
Village Gates where white people be at though.
Not my white people.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of just like a lot of them out there.
Like I have an N64 and I only have like 4 games. One of them's Super Mario or Mario Kart, sorry. And even my daughter, when the movie came out, she loved the movie. I'm like, I have a game of them downstairs. For like 4 straight weeks, we were playing that before school, before work, like at least for like half an hour.
Oh, that's
so
lit.
She loves that, and that game still holds up. It's still a lot of fun, even though there's only 16, races.
I heard the new ones are cool too. It's just that like
they're fire.
I associate Nintendo with kid.
That's
so
fair.
I like all like even the Wii. I bought the Wii for my little brother at the time when it came out. So I just played it with
Wii Sports was lit.
But I think Nintendo to me is childish.
I know, but the Mario on the Wii was really cool with when you get the racing wheel. You get
yeah. It was cool, but like you had to play it with a kid.
Yep.
It's like a pedophile's dream.
So there wasn't somebody on the couch with you. Hey, you want to grab my wheel?
Wait a
minute, bro.
DJ number 1.
God of War.
I'm done with you, bro.
What you mean? What's wrong with God of War? God of War is dope. You gotta be Kratos. You gotta fight Zeus. You gotta fight the gods.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I only watch God of War gameplay. It's crazy. The games you got, I don't play, and I never played.
That's fair.
But I watched the gameplay.
I played it,
and I watched the cutscenes of God of War. They got some of the best cutscenes.
Hell, even the latest God of War. You fight Thor and Odin and all them shit. And
I heard a lot of people don't like that.
What?
People that like God of War.
I don't know.
They said they like the Greek
it.
mythology better than the Norse mythology.
Well, it's different because they take the story, they taking it on a different direction. The main guy got a son now, so he has to raise a son. But you got, the son. You got, the Greek, what's the Nords? You got the Nordic mythology gods over here trying to take his son and shit. It's different, but it's different because the character development of Kratos, you see him from God of War 1, where he's fighting the Titans and also fighting Zeus and all these people, to God of War 2 to 3, all the way over to this latest one.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite, God of War 3. God of War 3 was
that was the one.
That was the one.
Everybody
I thought it was over by that then, up until they surprised us with the new God of War.
Yeah, my roommate in college was obsessed with God of War 3. And he just thought it was the greatest game ever made. And he's not the only one to say that. Like that game is up there for anytime you look up rankings.
Especially for
see, I love Hitman. Like,
Hitman was the shit.
I used to play Hitman for PlayStation 2 a lot. Like that took up most of my time. You ever watch Hitman? You ever play Hitman?
Nah, not really. Trash movie.
That's what I like them because I like the game so much. but they did my man Agent 47 dirty because he's way better than that. Because I play with him better than that. Pause.
I'm over here agreeing.
Yeah, I know. You gotta be careful. Be careful.
Gotta be careful, yo.
Some wild shit on here. Never me.
Oh, fuck out of here.
Take that wheel back.
Yeah. I could have said joystick. That would have made it a little more weird.
That would have been crazy.
I was so mad at myself that I didn't say it right away. All right, let's bring it home, Oso. Number 1 gaming franchise of all time.
Number 1 gaming franchise of all time is number 2 in the top selling. Only number 2 to Mario. Tetris. Tetris. Number 1. Yo, what the fuck?
Get the fuck out of here. Tetris. How the motherfucker? It's a dope ass game. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, niggas ain't gonna lie. What? Yo, laugh. Nah, y'all some haters.
Tetris. Hey,
nah, man.
You're back here up. Tetris. It's a classic. Game changer for real.
I got facts that back up my shit, bro. Like,
I ain't gonna.
You gotta be thinking.
You got a movie now.
You got that movie is good. It's all about the man that made that came
Hell
up
yeah,
with that.
I need to watch it.
That is a great movie. Y'all should watch it. That's a JP. If you like movies, that's a great movie. I think you should watch it. It's the story of the guy of the struggle of him of what he had to do to even make this a game. Like it's crazy. Like the hurdles he had to go through. Crazy. But to defend my number 1 game, it's the number 2 selling game of all time. And it's not like Mario that got Mario Kart, Mario Brothers, Smash Brothers, and all that. It don't got none of that extra shit. Game for game, Tetris is the best game. You have to be a thinking person.
You do.
If you don't know how to think fast or on your feet, in and ahead, you're not gonna be good at that game. And when the blocks start coming down real fast, like that's when it get real lit. Like you gotta be a real thinking person to love Tetris. And it's the number 1 game right now. It's number 2 selling game, number 1 solo selling game, because it's always gonna be dope ever since 1988.
Is he messing with us? Like I'm waiting for the. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's really.
I've been waiting for that.
Yo, when my mom brought home that Nintendo 64, I keep talking about Mario. The first game we played that she had was Tetris and Texas Hold'em. That's when we realized we had to steal some games. So that's when we went to GameStop.
Okay. Can I ask you something? I appreciate the nostalgia portion because that's how I feel about like Miss Pac-Man. Because that's kind of like I played that with my mom all the time on Sega. Like I love Miss Pac-Man.
But Miss Pac-Man's still not coming out and making ill games. Like Tetris is still being played to this day.
What are you talking about? Has Tetris changed at all?
No. That's why it's so lit.
So how is it a franchise?
No, it's like you got Tetris, you got 3D Tetris, you got Tetris blocks. It's like it's different ones.
That's different.
It's different Tetrises. It's still the same thing. Like
DJ, he has done nothing but shit on your picks.
I know.
Tetris 64 was the game changer because that's when you got like you got special blocks and special pieces and everything. Like Tetris is fire, bro. And y'all some haters. DJ, you sat there and laughed at me for like a minute straight.
Listen, man, Tetris out of all the games,
it's better than God of War.
Nah, that's
better than God of War. And it's a harder game to pass than God of War. Like it's more difficult. It's a thinking game. It's a family game. It's family friendly. Everyone can play it together. Your grandmother to your 2-year-old kid to all play it.
That's what I want to hear when top gaming friends of all time. My grandma can play.
Gaming don't got nothing to do with age, because it's like one thing like they say like nerds and whatever. Like you said, your dad, DJ was playing 64, and JP, you said your uncle, bro. Gaming is for older people, no matter what anyone says.
I think it's for everybody.
No, that the games that say E is for everyone, like Tetris.
Listen, I only have 2 games on my phone, and I pulled it up. I have Tetris. Like I downloaded it. I love it. I enjoy it. I'm with you that it you got to think fast on your feet. You have to plan ahead.
Yep.
But this dude, listen, I was.
You just laughed at me and you got Tetris.
Just because I also have.
Everyone has Tetris.
Yeah. I'm looking at your top 5s, and I'm like, oh my god. Like I'll admit, WSO went chalk. There's nothing wrong with chalk when we're talking greatest of all time. Like,
what the fuck is chalk?
Chalk's like if you're picking March Madness and you just pick the number 1 seeds. Like you picked all time great franchises that everybody knows. You know what I mean?
No, these are the best ones I like too.
Right, but I think DJ went a little more personal, and that's fine. It doesn't make him wrong or right. But if I was going to pick where I was going to lean, I'm like Mortal Kombat, Madden, Call of Duty, Super Mario. These are all shits that I grew up on, and I still would play now. And then he said Tetris.
Which you still play now. Fuck out of it. Like you don't make no sense. It don't make no sense.
Game. It's this. I play the game that was invented in 1988. Like
no, if you play Tetris 64, it was different in that. If you play the Tetris on the PlayStation 5 right now, it's different in that.
Even though the themes are all different, the overall gameplay is still the same though.
It is what it is. It's about thinking. It's all about thinking. It's all about thinking.
And I'm not knocking it for that.
This is like hitting a grand
It's
slam.
literally a fucking.
It's like hitting a grand slam to win the game, but then as you round third, you trip on something and break your foot, and you have to touch home base for it to be. He tripped and he fell and he died. Like also round third, and he said Tetris.
Bro, it's so more games than any of our games exist. It's so more games than DJ whole list combined.
That's statistics.
Hey, you were arguing with me last week that like just because a song is played a lot, that doesn't make it great.
That's a fact.
There you go.
That's a fact. You got that. But when people take time to play games.
I love Tetris, but as a franchise, no.
It's a franchise.
No.
You want? I'm gonna hold on.
I count it as a franchise, but I just don't.
It is. If you let me
you
go
want
to
to count it as a franchise,
all the other franchises.
It's not top anything.
Hell, you got Metal Gear Solid. That's a solid.
Fuck out of here. It's a franchise. It's a franchise.
Solid, but
it doesn't make it a great franchise. It doesn't make it a top 5 franchise. It doesn't make
okay. First, you tried to say it was y'all. First, y'all tried to say it wasn't a franchise, but it is a franchise.
It is.
Okay.
But
second, y'all said. Hold on, y'all said it's not great, but it's been out since '88 and it's still making games. How many games started at '88 and like Mortal Kombat even had to take years off? All these games had to take years off. Tetris haven't. Y'all haters, bro. That's all. Y'all just haters. Y'all just haters. Let me see how many
just because they've been persistent doesn't mean
this is worse than your Star Fox 64 take.
Yo,
I'm a little nervous.
Neither of you had Halo.
Nobody likes Halo. Jesus.
I like Halo, but I went more
Halo 1 through 3. Halo 1 through 3 is those 3 games are better than
you lying. What? Then what?
I got Super Mario. I would have Super Mario number 1 just because of how many different versions of that franchise they have and how many great ones. I would put Call of Duty
above it. Them the same round. That's the only one that I got on my list that's in the same round.
Yeah, if I get Halo 1 through 3 and then I pick the 3 top 3 Call of Duties, then
Modern Warfare 2, World at War, and Black Ops. Smash all that shit.
I'm just saying it's right there because I loved Halo 1 through 3. And I think Halo. I think Halo
1 through 3 is not better than those 3 games I just named, and they came out in a row.
Oh, even
Modern Warfare 2
actually pretty good.
Halo 3, it was cool. It ain't better than Black Ops.
Also, DJ, you hinted at it when you said Gran Turismo. You like said it's Need for Speed, but for gearheads, bro.
Yeah.
Need for Speed was awesome.
It was.
Underground 1 and 2.
Even Most Wanted.
Some of the best racing games ever.
Okay,
ever made.
can't you tell some different variations? Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on, I'm not even gonna go all. I'm gonna go to the end of the list. He's
still defending this.
Hold on, because you said it's the same game. I'm gonna tell you how many different games they got, and this is why it's so crazy when you hate. And I gotta go all the way to this new year. Let me see. 2000 since 2021, they got 55 game franchises. I mean, 55 different games. 55 different games.
Then how come? Why is he walking around like a ghost? Now, how come when I downloaded Tetris about 3 or 4 months ago, this was what I got?
It's not. That's because it depends on what's it for. Like the one that came out 2020 is for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Microsoft Windows. That's what you can't get that one on your phone. You only can get that one with a gaming system.
And what's the purpose of those games? To put the blocks down in
No, it's about thinking. It's all about thinking. If you're not a thinker, you can't really enjoy Tetris.
There's a lot of games though.
You enjoy Tetris because you got it on your phone. But like you could play Tetris on
there's a lot of games that make you think. There's a lot more other things that you gotta think and be strategic. Command and Conquer is one of them.
Has it been out long as Tetris and been as ill as Tetris since then? No. It hasn't been selling as much money.
To a certain niche of people that play this type of game, yeah.
Tetris has a niche too, and it's still the number 2 selling game of all time after Mario. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Thank you.
Bro, I think Pong's got a
That's
better.
Just because they sell.
A better franchise. Because I remember the Pong 3D on PlayStation 1. That shit was awesome.
Have you played Tetris 3D? Have you ever played Tetris on a gaming system?
No, because it's the same thing.
Fire. You don't understand how fire it is.
They have a good soundtrack.
Dragging down one of 5 or 6 different blocks to make.
Yeah, but it's I can't explain how different it is. It's a difference because it's like how like you get certain different. I can't even explain it, bro. It's like playing Mario 64 and playing Mario for regular Nintendo. You see how different that was? That's how Tetris is on the game.
Right, we have to end this at some point. Also, NCAA football over Madden. That's how I'm going out. DJ Mayne, thank you for stopping in. Appreciated your top 5